Hey guys, how you doing? Tiger 24/7. Just wanted to switch gears for a second. A lot of what I do on this page is in regards to workouts and taking care of yourself and all that amazing stuff. I want to kind of shift gears for a second and just kind of talk about my Crohn's disease for a minute, or people with stomach illnesses. Um, I don't think that a lot of people understand exactly how when one part of your body or something is in a lot of pain and stuff, how it can affect so many other aspects of your day or even your life. So I just want to kind of share with you guys what I went through in the last 24 hours. So, once again, I'm a person who suffers with Crohn's disease. I also have severe anemia. It's very hard for me to find energy, so the last little while that's why I've been riding the wave, because energy for me isn't always a daily thing. So I was at work yesterday night, or was it? No, sorry, 2 nights ago. I was at work, and supper time came, and I decided to treat myself and just go to McDonald's for a hamburger and just a muffin. Nothing big, not a huge meal. Earlier through the day, I felt absolutely amazing. I had the sandwich, I had uh, the muffin, and within about 40 minutes, all of a sudden I started getting a bunch of grumbling. You can tell that something isn't right. A lot of people, when they hear it, it sounds like hunger pains, at least when it comes from me. A lot of people, when they hear it, the rumbling around me, it sounds like hunger pains, but it's actually not hunger pains. It's actually like a curdling, a constant curdling that doesn't stop. Um, so once my stomach got to a certain point where I knew that something big was about to happen, it sets off other parts of you. So I started having mild to major panic attacks, so bad to the point where my hand, both my hands, up to my wrists, my fingers were like that. I couldn't even separate them. I couldn't feel them. Everything was just locked. I was losing the feeling in my face because my body was going through a lot of trauma. My vision was like kind of checkering in and out, even with my other arm. I was like this because I was in so much pain, but I couldn't actually release the muscles because my body was in so much shock. Usually this isn't a situation where I can get myself out of it. Not almost, all the time I end up having to get rushed to the hospital, and then I have to get med up, and then they just send me on my way. They don't really do anything besides just drug you up and then send you packing. But last night was the first time where I was actually able to take control of it on my own. Not initially, but I was vomiting all through the night. Couldn't even keep water down. And usually when the vomiting first stops, I don't even play around. I just drop everything and I just go right to the hospital. But this time I decided to try and fight back at it. I still ended up in the hospital. But this time it took hours, probably about 4 or 5 hours before I realized that I can't switch this on my own. So we went to the hospital, and I was probably sitting there for about 6.5 hours, and at that point I haven't even been looked at. I wanted to rest today, and that wouldn't be possible if I stayed, knowing all they're going to do is give me drugs and then just send me on my way with no actual treatment. So about midway through my wait time, all the symptoms just went away. Everything just stopped. So I have a history of blockages. So like when heavy amounts of food go through your tract and your system can't digest it as fast as you're putting it in. But I don't know what set it off the other day, because the other day I wasn't eating a heck of a lot. So I Just thought I'd make this video for the people out there that have stomach illnesses and stuff. I don't know exactly what you're going through, because clearly each illness has a different course, but I pushed back as hard as I could yesterday, and I ended up coming home this morning at 7 a.m., not being looked at, never actually made it to see a doctor, once again waiting hours, and I was able to, for the first time, switch it around and fix it myself. So it does get better. I mean, I only have a couple bad times a month now versus before where it was a lot more. But those 2 bad days, I'm trying to find different methods on how I can fight back, how I can push back, because I have a job. I have bills to pay. So when you have a really bad illness and bills are at your doorstep and stuff, it can get really stressful. Even stress will set off a stomach illness. If your system and your body is shocked, your stomach will follow it. So even in your darkest days, in the moment, it does seem like everything's ending. It does seem like it feels like you can't receive much more pain. It feels like you're just maxed out. But if you could just hold through it, it does get better. As long as you have somebody alongside you that can help talk to you, distract you. Yeah, it's even like my head right now, like coming back from this, because I'm also on antidepressants and stuff, so been a lot of brain fog. Even when I was at the hospital at triage trying to explain to the nurse what was happening, the shock that my body was going through was so bad that I couldn't even get words out properly, and the words I got out in my head, they didn't make any sense. I can see words, but I couldn't like vocalize them. Got home, laid down, passed out almost instantly. Woke up a few hours later, and I can feel my body healing, so we're going to take today and probably tomorrow off just to kind of get my nutrition back, because I brought up quite a bit, and just slowly start climbing the ladder again. Remember, guys, if you have any illness, and you've been fighting against this illness for however long you've been fighting it, in my case, I've been fighting this thing for over 22 years, so anytime an attack comes, even down the line, if you think after suffering for over 20 years that I'm gonna stop now and just let it be, just let nature take its course, you gotta fuck no. I'm trying to watch my language, but it's hard sometimes. So yeah, guys, if you have a stomach illness, stomach ailment, issues, in the moment it's going to seem really scary and really bad, and for the most cases it might just be. But if you can hold on tight and lean on your family, your friends, things do get better. So I hope this video helped or informed some people of things they didn't realize before. So yeah, people with stomach illnesses, it's real. It's very real. There's a lot of times where I'd love to have, you know how they say that someone else would kill to be in your situation? There are times where I have it in my head that I would love to have any other illness besides a stomach illness. And I know that's in the moment thinking, and that's not something that you should say, because like I said, other people have it worse. So even in your darkest time, try and stay positive. Try and see how you can get ahead of your situation, and just do it slowly and calmly. And in cases like this, a lot of times I push back against doctors, but in cases like this where I need to rebound, this is when I will listen to them. So you can be stubborn here or there, and it's just funny, but when it comes down to your health and stuff, stubbornness is not the best thing. So be safe out there, guys. I will be back to my workouts hopefully in about 3 days or so. In the meantime, we'll have chats here and there. I'll let you know how everything's going. Love you all. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Let's just hope to keep up the progress.